Everyone, good evening. I'm coming to you from Toronto. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much to the committee for the generous offer to join you for this special colloquium dinner to celebrate the 20th anniversary of IEASA. Congratulations to everyone who've made it with IEASA, and I still remain an active member. And although I'm in Toronto, IEASA's always have a special place in my heart. And that's the reason I'm sad I'm not there to be with you in person to celebrate with you. I would like to offer a little bit of tidbits about my stay with IEASA. I was elected president in 2006, which was a shock to me and a shock to many, I think, as well. I had only joined the internationalization, I would say, field at Wits University only in March that year of 2006, so I was quite new to the international higher education landscape. So I had a lot to learn. And joining IEASA in the presidency had its own challenges, given the higher education or the South African framework to acknowledge the value of international students and what that did for South Africa generally. The challenge that I found, according to my mandate, I have three things to talk about, which is, what are the three things that I found, and what are the challenges, and how did I end my presidency? So there's a little more than three, so to speak, but we'll keep it a little down. The biggest challenge, I would say, is that realizing very quickly that South Africa, meaning the Department of Higher Education at the time, DOE, DHA, Department of Home Affairs, the Medical Schemes Council, and Higher Education, the IEASA itself, did not have a common understanding of what the value was for having international students, in particular postgraduate students. Value not meaning the international fees, but the academic value that body of knowledge brings to each institution, and what that meant for those institutions to stay relevant in their field and to be comparable universities worldwide. Without having those status and having research coming out of the institutions for them to maintain that status meant that they were missing quite a big chunk of what their strategy should be about international students. And this was a very big problem. Most of it was seen regarding visas, which I think was more of a logistical nightmare for many of the institutions, figuring out how we can manage that. So I would say one of the biggest challenge and I would say results of working together with a committee is trying to bring all those bodies together. We were able to find products which were good medical care for students that were not fly-by-night, which many people were making money off of from these international students. So bringing all of that picture into 2008, bringing it full circle was really what I felt was one of the main things for us as an organization, but as an internationalization community. The second thing really was moving the IEASA office to have an independent voice, not really attached to any one institution, giving it some autonomy and space so it can have that conversation equally with the government. Thirdly, I would say the value of IEASA is building that international community with our international partners, sister partners with NAFSA, with IEA, API, all these organizations, we were able to build a stronger network. And for that, I can see that each president after myself were able to build on what we had from the past and what I was able to bring forward. And hopefully tonight, I hope you will all be enjoying the fruits of all of the presidents. And again, good night. And I wish you good deliberations. And I hope one day to join you for maybe the 25th anniversary. Good night to all. Bye-bye from Toronto.